Hey guys. Okay, so I figured this would be the best way via an ed puzzle to introduce you to the next big project we are going to be tackling in Communication 6. It is going to be the All About Me speech, and we're going to be working on it for this month and likely into next month as well. So here we go. Let's get started. So the learning targets for this part of the project, because there are going to be more learning targets across the project, as you can imagine, because it's pretty big. And so this is just for today's presentation and the accompanying assignment that you guys are going to complete. So here are our learning targets. I will be introduced to the All About Me speech project. I will brainstorm ideas for my speech using a mind map. And I will walk you guys through exactly what that means here shortly. So I have a few questions for you, and I'd like you guys to answer these within this ed puzzle. So it will pause after each question so you can write it into the response box. What does it mean to give a speech? Well, what it means to give a speech is where you have a script upon which you are reading. You may have prompts in order to give that speech, but you're going to be delivering a message to a group of people. 2, why is public speaking a good skill to have? Well, public speaking is a good skill to have because you never know when you're going to need to do public speaking. It also builds confidence, and it helps you to develop the skills to think about what you want to say ahead of time and how to develop that information and give it in such a way that everyone you're speaking to will understand. Number 3, when might you need to give a speech of some sort in the real world, not in school? Well, I can tell you that I have given many, many speeches in my lifetime. I have given speeches to my graduation. I have actually given speeches at 2 of my graduations. I have needed to public speak in front of groups of people that, for my work. I have spoken in front of church. Um, I have done a lot of public speaking, and the skills that I have developed have helped me to also do public speaking as a teacher. It's kind of surprising, but every day that your teachers get up in front of the classroom, whether they're physically in the classroom or through a Class Connect, they're actually doing a form of public speaking. So when would you give public speaking outside of school? Well, think about it and make sure you have put those responses in. All right, so here are the basic descriptions of the speech. You'll be giving a speech to tell the class about yourself. You will tell about 3 main topics of your choosing. Your speech will be at least 3 minutes long, so it cannot be any shorter than 3 minutes. And remember, you are the expert on the topic. It's you. So there's no research required. And we will have multiple assignments leading up to the final speech. Brainstorming, outline, rough draft, note cards, final typed copy of your speech, and the speech presentation via Flipgrid. Don't worry, we're going to walk through each one of these steps together in the coming weeks. So here we go. Here's the first one I mentioned, the brainstorming part. Now this is going to be a pre-writing activity. So we're just getting our thoughts put together in order to get everything organized before we launch into writing our outline. So this is a mind map. What a mind map is you have a central point, a central topic, and of course this is all about, and I'm going to demonstrate and model writing about myself. So it says all about Mrs. Vonderhaar. And you guys are going to each receive your very own mind map, and you're going to write in it yourself. Now remember, you get to choose your topics, but these are the 3 topics I chose in advance of doing this presentation. and I wanted to talk to you guys about it. So we have our central topic, and then we have these little offshoots and more bubbles, okay? So what we're doing is we have our central topic, and then we're breaking it down into smaller topics, right? So we have our topic number 1, I'm going to talk about family, and it's relating back to me, obviously. Topic number 2 is hobbies, and it's relating back to me, hence the little line. And topic 3 is interests, again, relating back to me. So down here, there are a few different ones to think about to give you guys a jumping off point about the topics you want to discuss in your speech. So use these if you need to. They're a great starting point. All right, so we have topic 1, family. So now I need to break down that topic into even smaller pieces. What do I want to talk about under my family topic? Well, I am going to talk about, first, I'm going to put down my husband, and his name is Nathan, and we have been married for 15 years, okay? The second thing I'm going to talk about when it comes to my family is my children. I have 2 children. I have Veronica, who is 11 years old, and Theodore, who is 9. Now you can see mine is kind of going outside the box. I can adjust it so that or outside of the bubble. I can adjust it so it fits in the bubble, and then that way, you know, however you want to set it up, if you want it to set up so that it's all in the bubble, you go ahead and do that. All I'm doing is clicking on the text box function and then creating a text box within it. All right. The last thing I'm going to talk about in my family topic is my pet. And I have a rabbit named Zora. And she is going to be the last part of the family that I mention. And so here's my topic, all about me. Topic is family, and then I'm going to break it down, and I have my husband, my 2 children, and my pet rabbit. So then let's go on to topic 2. So we have our hobbies here. All right, so I'm going to go grab another text box, which remember is the little square with the T in it. And I'm going to put down, I like to read books of all kinds. All right, that's one of my hobbies. That's what I spend a lot of time doing. And then let's see here. That one's going to turn out yellow, so let's grab a different text box. And I like to write nonfiction stories. It's another thing I enjoy doing in my time off. And then lastly, let's do one more text box. I like to go for walks with my family. All right, so I have my 3 subtopics under my big main topic here under hobbies. Let's go on to topic number 3, interests. So we're talking about interests even beyond my hobbies. All right, first bubble. I'm interested in travel, especially to Lake Superior, which is my favorite place in the world. Oh, spelled out especially incorrectly. Let's fix that. All right, and again, adjust the box to fit into the bubble. All right, next, I'm going to put down that I am interested in art. And I could go specifically modern art or whatever other movement I'm interested in. A lot of you guys do know this, but I was a visual arts teacher for a couple years before becoming an English teacher. So art is something that interests me. And then lastly, another interest of mine that I don't get to do very often, so I didn't want to put it under hobby, is I like to sew. So I'm interested in sewing. All right, so now, whoops, I moved down. Let's move back up here. There we go. I wanted you guys to take a look at this. This is how a fully filled out mind map for brainstorming looks like. Again, we come back to the main topic is me, and in your case, it's going to be you. And then you pick out your 3 topics about you that you want to write about. And then you break down that topic even more. What details are you going to talk about in that topic to tell us all about you? All right, so now it's your turn. You guys are going to have a topic that you're going to, or excuse me, you're going to have your own brainstorm mind map that you're going to be able to fill in. So start with putting in your name, add in your topics, and then break it down to details. Remember to submit it at the end so that I can take a look, and we're going to be using this mind map as the basis for our speech. Let me know if you have any questions. You guys know how to get a hold of me. Message me through Schoology, email me, and we will be going over this again during our Class Connect this week. So if you have any questions, you can hold on to those until then if you need to. Otherwise, get a hold of me. We'll talk to you guys soon.